Dude, okay, hold on. Let me just unmute you. Can I do that? Can I unmute you?
What's up?
Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, Amber, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us tonight. A lot of you guys probably know Amber. I'm just going to give her a quick little minute introduction just so you guys really know who we have the honor of speaking with tonight. And I hope you guys have your notepads out and you're ready to learn everything that she has to say, because she truly has a gift. She's the most incredible person ever. And like, she has completely changed. Oh my gosh, I wasn't going to cry, but she's completely changed my business. And it's just like, I just feel so lucky to like be able to call her a good friend and just somebody that has just like literally changed my life. And I know she's going to do the same for you guys because she's so incredible. So this is Amber, you guys. She's Ambassador Diamond top earner, also part of the corporate team, and she's awesome. So can you just start with your story?
What's up, dude? Hey guys. Jackie's a little dramatic when she says I've changed her life. Okay.
No, I'm not
not. This is all Jack. I will never take credit for someone's success nor fault for their failure. But I love this crew. I don't have favorites. I am not allowed to have favorites. But if it was like a Monday night at 7 o'clock and had to pick who was my favorite, I mean, here we are. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for jumping on. Our lives are a little bit crazy right now. I know we all are, but tonight is just all about you guys. And if you can turn your camera on, be present, right? I think there's nothing more frustrating than scheduling something and then you're like, oh crap, I'm just not here. And like, if I'm going to be here, I would like you to be here and you'll get a lot more from it. Nobody needs to clock in just to say they clocked in. Let's be present and let's make this work. So coming up, you guys, on 8 years this August. It's crazy to think that my son, Cannon, has only ever known mom and dad both home his entire life. And I was never raised that way. And he and my daughter too, from what she can remember, she's only ever known mom and dad both home. And that's because of this business. But I joined you guys in August of 2012, so midsummer, and I wanted the body wraps. That was it. I swore up and down I would never do a business like this. I was just completely uneducated, and I truly, if I look back now, I didn't feel qualified, and I still some days don't feel qualified for it, but God called me here, so here we are. And when I started this business, social media wasn't a huge deal. It's obviously grown a ton now. And I wanted $300 to $500. That was it. And I was like, as soon as I get that, I'm out. Like that was genuinely my mindset. So I jumped in and I went Ruby in 45 days. And I went Ruby in 45 days working at home parties with a flip phone. Still, that was a thing. That was just 8 years ago. And no computer. I just had my phone, my eSuite. I had no upline, no sponsor. It was basically me and figure it out. It's your business. And so I learned to have that CEO mindset very early on in my business, that if it was up to me, it was going to be. And I wasn't going to wait for anybody, because then I'm allowing them to have control over my dreams and how rich I am or how broke I am. And I was real broke and I was done. So when I went Ruby in 45 days, when I got that first paycheck, and maybe that's where you're at right now, I got that first paycheck and I made that phone call to a girl above me, a few ways up. And I just said, hey, I want to say thanks, but I'm quitting. The $384 Ruby paycheck wasn't enough to cut it. And she just said, please don't quit. Please don't quit. Like you have a chance at a diamond bonus. And I was like, yeah, that's where the scam comes in. And like, it's not ever going to pay out and people don't make that kind of money. I've never gotten a paycheck with a comment in it. It just seems obscene. And she said, please do exactly what you did, just consistently. And I said, fine, I'll give it 45 more days. And sure enough, November 15th, mid-month, I went diamond. And that Christmas we were so broke, you guys, and so far behind on bills that my parents paid for my Christmas and my kids. And I vowed in that moment, never again was I going to allow my parents to pay for my Christmas, let alone my kids' Christmas. And every year since then, we've been able to give back and provide Christmas for other families. Just a huge blessing. And, that conference that January I went to conference with some of my team. And I remember listening to Zig Ziglar. He says, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll always have more than enough of what you want. And I listened to that on a CD that I bought at Barnes & Noble for $5 when I first started, because that's all I could afford. And that has stuck with me for 8 years through this business. And truly that is how you be successful, is you help other people get what they want. And that conference, I went from making about $1,700. I went double diamond and triple diamond in 30 days after conference. So I went from $1,700 to $18,000 in income in 30 days. And that was all from attending a corporate event and looking at my team and saying, you're my why. You're the reason why I'm fighting. And so after that, we retired my husband in 8 months, and we've been a full-time family ever since, and just been able to really, truly have the choice. That's the true freedom. It's not about that every husband should be home. Let's just talk about that. But it's the fact that you have choices and you have options. And tomorrow morning, actually, we hit the road as full-time RVers across the country, and hopefully we'll make it to Canada. Cross your fingers that the borders are going to be open and we'll be good to go. But we've sold our dream home that we built 4 years ago, and we're ready to just really, truly live in freedom. And we're really excited about it. So that's happening tomorrow. So literally my house is a mess and my life is a crap show. And here we are. That's it, Jack. That's my story.
So good. So good. Okay. So I feel like our questions kind of range, we have a lot of questions from coming in as a new distributor, which we have a lot on tonight. And then I have a lot of questions from our leaders. So I'm hoping we can start with the new distributors.
Do it.
Transfer in. But I guess the main thing that I want to have you answer is there's obviously a lot of people that sign up for this business, and you see some people are successful and some people are not. And I feel like what is the quality that you had? I feel like you've kind of already answered this, but just to touch on it again, what is the quality you had as a new distributor where you just decide, when you just decided you were going to make this work, what pushed you to be like that?
So, I mean, I think for me, when you guys it's hard. People see what we have now. They don't see what we didn't have 8 years ago. When my son was born, the day before I delivered my son, our lights were shut off. Okay. I had people at my house when I came home from having my son Cannon, and I remember driving and I looked at Josh and I said, do we even have electricity? And he said, yes, we do. And that was where we were. That was my life. And when you hit rock bottom, it's only up, right? And I've hit rock bottom many times, more than that. And I thought that was the worst thing. And I thought that this was the worst thing. And that was the worst thing. And I ended up getting through it. But one of the biggest things for me is I've always had a grit and a hustle. I've worked full-time since I was 14 years old. It was the way that I was raised that way. But I didn't know systems. I didn't know sales. I didn't know communication. I didn't know leadership. I knew management, which is completely different than leadership. And I knew that if I wanted to be a CEO of a company, I had to go to school. But thankfully, the school didn't include hundreds of thousands of student loans. It was just me growing my mindset every single day. And so I think not having an upline was truly a blessing. And I think sometimes, if I'm going to be completely honest, a lot of people start this business and they expect an upline. And I almost feel like, and I'm being a little bold here, okay? I almost feel like we depend way too much on our upline. And we're not being the CEOs because we grew up with an employee mindset. Come here, clock in, clock out, show up to this. You got to wear this. I remember being in hair school, only black, no perfume, can't have that, can't do this, you show up this way. That's how we're all raised. Employee mindset. Okay. This is the right way. Go get a job that pays you when you clock in and clocked out. It's exhausting. And there's no choice behind that. If you don't like this clock in and clock out, then go get another clock in, clock out. Go get another somebody who says you have to wear a khaki pants and a red shirt to Target. You grew up with that employee. We're waiting for somebody to tell us what to do. And you're fired if you don't do it. We don't do that in this business. Okay. You are your own boss. And oftentimes I feel like we're waiting for our sponsor to, guide us. Yes, they're here for us. Yes, they're going to be here for you. But ultimately, it's has anyone ever gone to a gym with a friend? And you're like, come with me. I need a buddy. And when Ashley stops going to the gym, you're like, sweet. That gives me permission to not go too. True? Okay. Switch your perspective. If you didn't have these Zooms, what would you do? If you didn't have a team page, how would you find out content and information? And for me, I just didn't have it. And so I think a lot of 2020 is shifting that mindset from employee to CEO, from, you know, being told what to do to how bad do I really want it? And I'm going to figure it out if I can't, right? You know, our kids ask us, Mom, how do I do this? Figure it out. Yet why in a business are we so prone to asking permission or waiting for someone to tell us what to do? And so I just didn't have it. And so when I started, if it wasn't going to happen, it was up to me. Figure it out.
I love that you said that, because I feel like, you know, and I know that, you know, that was kind of the same with me. And I've said this to like people on our team before, is I remember feeling like I didn't have anybody, didn't have an upline. I didn't have anybody that was there for me. And like, I remember being mad about it. And I had these emotions that almost made me quit. Looking back now, I am so thankful that I was kind of forced to figure it out. You kind of have this fork in the road where it's like you're either going to figure it out or you're not. And because you have that mindset early on, just like Amber said, I really truly feel that it's so like, it's a big part of why we were able to find success quickly, because I mean, when you just decide, you just do it. And again, just like Amber says, you're not waiting for anybody else. Like, it truly is on you. And it's just really powerful. Okay. So a lot of new people in here again. And I know this is kind of like, I mean, I feel like now this is such a silly question, but I remember it being so real, such a real feeling whenever I started. And I know a lot of people are going through this, is like, what would be your advice be for somebody that's just started new and they're, you know, maybe like worried about what people's opinions are going to be, or they have people in their family that aren't supportive of them, but they know they need this business?
Sorry, my ghetto light fell. So 2 parts of that. I got to use my packing tape to hold this up. Here we are, guys. Here we are. If I can do this business, so can you. Okay. So 2 things. My family didn't support me in the beginning. My friends that I like went to kindergarten, elementary, junior high, high school with, thought they were going to be your like bloodline, there for you no matter what. Definitely not. So the good news is that I'm telling you this, and the bad news is that I'm telling you this. And the way that we teach to expand your market, do it. Do it quick, do it fast, because your friends and your family want to see you quit. So if you're on the verge of like, I just don't think that I'm going to do this, you just got them. They're all sitting there talking about how, oh, I knew Elizabeth was going to start this and not finish it, just like Crystal did, just like Angela did. Yep, 14 people in a row. All my friends from high school did that business and they didn't work. And I'm sorry, but if somebody says I can't do something, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it and take pictures. Okay? Like, and I'm going to show you how passionate I am about this. So your friends and family may not be the ones to support you. Good thing is there's 87 million bajillion other people in the world. Go find them. Okay? And give them something to talk about. Right? And the one thing that I still to this day have to remind myself is, why would you ever take directions from somebody who's not where you want to go? Why? And the second part of that is, powerful people don't deal in explanation. I don't need to explain why I'm doing a business. I don't need to explain to anyone why I'm up at 6 a.m. or why I'm not up at 6 a.m. I also don't need to explain to somebody why I only work 60 minutes a day, or some months I work 17 hours a day. I don't deal in explanation. So, I mean, and this is a part of that internal growth. Think about who was the first person that said, you don't matter. And who was the first person that said, you suck. And the first person who said, you'll never make it. Who was that? And are they where you want to be? Like, would you literally switch lives with them? In all areas? Marriage, finances, living situation, happiness, all of it? If the answer is no, then get over it. And just pray for them, because they might need it. Yeah.
I just got whole body chills, dude. One in the comments. I was going to say fire emoji in the comments if this is fire, but I don't know how to do fire. So just a 1 will be good for now. Just a 1 in the comments if this is fire. And you guys, I love that you said that, because it's so true. And like, this is my red answer to it. I'm just going to touch on to that. None of these people are going to pay your bills. Like,
100%.
None of these people are going to pay your bills. none of these people are going to be standing in line to pay your bills or to cut you a check or to be there for your kids. Like, you guys, I hope you're hearing this and just soaking everything in that she is saying, because it's so true. Okay, so another question for new distributors. What I mean, I know that you're so big on personal development, and I've got so many like recommendations from you that have just like, again, really helped me. As a new distributor, what would be something that you would recommend that maybe outside of it works, but will really help with mindset?
Two books that I wish I would have read when I first started. There's one, it's called Build to Last, not built with a T, but build with a D as in dog, Build to Last. I wish hands down I would have read that book quickly, you guys. When we start pushing ourselves in personal and professional, there's two different categories, personal and professional. When we start pushing ourselves in these categories, okay, you have to have a deadline, because just like a plant, right? I plant that seed. If I don't water it, there's a timeline. If I don't water it, it is never gonna go anywhere, and it's gonna die, right? And so if I pick a book or I pick something and I don't have a deadline for it, chances are I'm not gonna water it. Chances are it's gonna fizzle out, and I'm gonna be 2 steps behind from where I was. So pick a book, pick a deadline. Those are 2 things, and it keeps you on consistently. And the faster that you move through things, this business loves speed. The faster that you want to grow is the faster that you'll go. So a lot of this is, most of us know how to post, right? You know what a customer post looks like. You know what a distributor post looks like. You know what social media, you know how to type and post. Like, these are basic stuff that we know how to do. A lot of it comes from the mental growth though. Okay. Money mindset. How broke are you? Who told you that you don't deserve it? Who told you you're selfish for wanting to make $85,000 a month? Who told you that money's bad? Who told you that money makes people bad? Who told you that? Right? And so I had to retrain my entire money mindset. And because I was raised, and mom and dad always told me, where's your money for it? Do you have money for that? Or, oh, honey, we can't afford that. We may not even have food and water because we just can't afford that. Like, all of these things are almost DNA inside of us, and it will linger. And so recognize what area or what category you're lacking in, whether it's confidence. Okay. If Mark Pentecost were to call you right now, pretend I'm Mark Pentecost. Hey guys, just kidding. Okay. So I just love that I can be myself, you guys. Some things I think things and I'm like, that was a really bad move. But here we are, okay? Pretend I'm Mark Pentecost. And if I were to call you right now and say, hey, Emma, I'm just really proud of you. Would you show up every single day as a 2 or a 10? And something that I do is I want to be confident enough that whenever I get a phone call from the CEO, I'm ready. If I'm having a bad day, I know how to switch out. If I have a good day, I'm on it, right? So show up as a 10, and that will also help. And I think a lot of times, at least for me, and I'm just being really honest, you guys, I'm showing up as a rep next to you today. And so there's times when I don't feel like it. Okay. Most of the time I don't feel like it. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like putting dry shampoo in my hair. I don't feel like getting changed out of these sweats to these sweats. Okay. But there's power in the shift. There's power in that. And so, when I first started, I wish I would have gotten ready every single day. I wish I would have shown up like a CEO and a boss, right? I wish I would have, really, truly, the word I keep coming back to, you guys, is the CEO. Like, you're not an employee, you're a freaking boss. Show up like one. So those books, also the deadline. And then there's different categories that I can get into of like confidence, systems, sales, marketing, consistency, discipline. Rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and find out, what are you missing? And if you're a 1 or between 1 and 5 on any category, then start going to school and studying that. And by school, I mean Google, Siri, right? Like, there's free stuff out there. You just have to be the one to go find it. Don't wait for somebody to find your problem and fix your problem. If somebody gives it to you, they can take it from you. If I go and I learn, nobody can take that from me. It's mine. I've put in the hours at school. I've shown up. I've read the books. I've put in my time. And now I'm going to get that payout. So if right when I was starting, I wish I would have shown up more confidently, as an ambassador, as if it already was. And then I wish I would have read the book Build to Last. And then mindset, you guys, there's different, I mean, I have books for days and days and days. It's just going to depend on what you need, or what, like, I'm not going to give you a sales book if you've been in sales for 27 years. I might give you a confidence book, or a simplified book, or the power of consistency, or, something like that. But Build to Last, hands down, awesome book. I wish I would have started it when I started.
Is that, sorry, Build to Last is by Keith C. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
What was the second book? Just so I can throw it in.
I don't know that I set a second book, but make a deadline for the book.
Okay, good. I'm like, did I just black out?
And there's difference. Like right now I'm learning vision. Like, how do I cast that vision? Because I feel like that's where I'm lacking. And so I just Googled vision books, and books popped up. And I'm reading, I mean, there's so many, you guys. I don't know. I could go on and on. Dangerous Prayers, Crash the Chatterbox, Unqualified. That one really helped me because I felt so broken and unworthy. It's called Unqualified. It's really good. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Oh, that'll mess you up upside down and backwards. Like, you will be like, whoa. I just finished Riches Within Your Reach. I have so many, you guys. The Anomaly Mindset. Ooh, that one's crazy. There was a part last year where I had to listen to this book called Self-Esteem Affirmations, because I just really lacked that self-esteem. And I was really pissed off reading the book or listening to it. It was really annoying because it repeats them 10 times. And I'm like, I get it. What's next? Thanks. I don't need to hear this 10 times, but lots of different ones.
Okay, guys, Laurel has those all down. So we'll just put them in the team page after. But again, listen to what she heard there. Like, whatever she's feeling, she's lacking, she's Googling it. Google's going to be your best friend. So don't be scared to do that. If you just need to get motivated, type in the word motivation.
Google.
That used to be my jam, like in the morning, started off motivation. You guys, this is awesome. So this is going to be a great start for us. So thank you for those recommendations.
Of course.
After. Okay, this is kind of a two-part question, but I feel like a lot of people need this. So working through, the first part is like, as maybe somebody that's new in the business or starting the business, working through times where maybe a lot's going on, like people have, life going on, whatever, like just things going on where they feel distracted. I feel like when you're new, it's easy to, when you've started something like this, to put it on the back burner. The second part is how do you coach your team through that? So I've had some leaders reach out and just say, like, I feel like some of my team has lost motivation. Summer's here, back to school, or not back to school,
whatever, but Christmas,
whatever,
doesn't matter.
Whatever, Mondays, Fridays, whatever days it is.
Ends in a Y, I'm distracted. So 2 parts to this, you guys, is, again, normally at a job, you don't show up, you get fired, right? No problem. This, if you take a day off, you're taking a week's worth of pay. If you take a week off, it's a month's worth of pay. If you take a month off, it's 6 months worth of pay. And so do you see the gap and how it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger? Because compounding this business is truly about consistency. And I'm pretty sure Jack has already introduced you guys. And if not, I'm sure soon we'll be introducing you guys to the daily 9 task list. And this is a minimum requirement. This is not the maximum. This is the minimum. And this is the minimum to create your day, and either you did it or you didn't do it. You're not waiting for Jackie to show up for a power hour. You're not waiting for Krista to go live and hand you the actual scripts. You're not waiting for, Emma to say, oh, hey guys, let me walk you through all these conversations. You're not waiting for it. You're showing up before them. Like, who's showing up first, right? And there's another book. It's called Leaders Eat Last. And it talks about how leaders are the first to show up and they're the last to leave. And so you get to be the first one to show up for your business every single day and the last one to show up for your business every single day. Don't wait for an upline. Don't wait for your downline. You are in this business for yourself. Luckily, you aren't by yourself, but that also means, I think there's, Jack, will you mute everyone, please? There's just some background noise. Thanks. I get squirrel and I'm like, who's up? Who wants to chat with me? But I truly think you guys showing up every single day. Jack, I don't know if I even answered that question. Life's crazy busy. I didn't answer it. Okay. Going back, you guys, we are going from a 4,000 square foot house to a 440 foot fifth wheel. If you don't think that my life is insane, crazy busy, it is. But you know what? I have to find the discipline to say, I've got a 30-minute window. Am I going to scroll Pinterest and TikTok, or am I going to get my freaking butt to work? Am I going to open up my inbox and answer and only read unread messages, or am I going to scroll Facebook wondering what's everyone been up to today? And when you eliminate the options for distractions, it forces you into a position of performance. So move the distractions, tee yourself up for success, and find, and a lot of times as leaders, and especially in the beginning, you're like, I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to scroll, and I'm going to maybe make a post, and I'm going to think that I'm annoying. And then I'm not going to make another one for another 2 weeks. Guys, I've been in this business almost 8 years, and this girl had been following me. We've been friends, like friends, for 5 years. And she goes, I actually don't even really know what you sell. I was like, what? Are you serious? And I post every single day. Not one day have I missed in 8 years. Every day. Something about my business, my life, my blessings, the products, something. Like, truly? I'm that consistent and she's missing it. You're only posting once a week and you want to be a millionaire tomorrow. It ain't going to happen. Grow into this business. And you have to learn to adapt and say, okay, this is going to take me 30 minutes, although it was right now, maybe I can do it later. I'm going to squeeze in this. Like, you have to just see this wide lens view of what does my day look like? If I don't tell my time where to go, it's going to be Tuesday, and that's going to be a week later, and it's going to be the same month. Oh my gosh, it's going to be another year, and I still haven't moved the mark. It's only up to you. Like, I wish I had somebody to tell me, Amber, get up, get to work. Amber, send the messages. Amber, do the host to post. I wish I did, but I don't. And actually, I don't wish I did, because then again, I'm going to be waiting for them to claim my success, and they're not responsible for it.
Dude, that's so good. Anybody else? Like, I'm so inspired by this. I love hearing this. And I think, like, so, and I remember, I mean, I feel like at some point in our business, a lot of people will do this, and it's like you sit there looking for the secret sauce, and you jump on these Zooms, and you're like, okay, Amber, tell me your wording. Let's figure out how you signed 36 customers last month. Just give me the post, give me the word, and it'll be game over, and that's how we do it. But really, when you hear this, it's like, you guys, she's just hungry for it. She just goes from failure to failure to failure until she figures out something that works. Every day, dude, like every day. And then, like, I love that she's being so honest and like open about this, because it's so easy to see the highlight reel. It's so easy to see the iceberg, the tip of it, but you don't see the early night or the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, the tears, all the things that go into this. And if you're new, I want you guys to know that, because like she started right where you're at. So if you're feeling like, oh, this is so overwhelming, I don't know what I'm doing, push through this overwhelmed. Do this overwhelmed, because what if you look back in a year? What if you look back in a year and you hit that diamond rank? Well, let's say it takes you a year to go diamond. Like, is that $2,500 a month worth it for you to stay committed to build this business for a year? And I'm telling you, you can go diamond a lot quicker than a year. You know, you listen to it in 3 months. Like, it's just so crazy. Okay, so this is something that I know everyone's really excited about. We have a couple different teams on here, so I'll let Amber introduce it and talk about it. This is Game Changer. We've just recorded our training videos for this, which will be up in our team page in Unit 1. Amber also has them. They're awesome. I just copied her. So can you just share this? They have a bit of idea about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So this, how like real can I get? This business is simple. It's truly simple. It doesn't take 18 hours a day, and it doesn't mean at the sacrifice of your family, your friends, or your freedom, and definitely not having fun. Okay. So for me, if last year I was struggling and I was like, I'm not having fun, I have no time with my family because all I'm focused is on finances. And I was finding myself irritated, irritable, frustrated, pissed off, blaming, all the things, right? And so I literally sat down this year and I said, unless God tells me, I ain't doing it, period, the end. And unless I'm ready to take my business to the next level, like, I've never been a mass enroller, and it's not that I want to mass enroll, it's that I want to move mountains. And I can't do that with the steps to success minimum. And that's how I went to ambassador. But what got me to ambassador won't get me to double ambassador. And I've got to simplify it. So after conference, I had 2 hours of sleep. I drank a Skinny Brew. Bad idea, because I thought I was going to sleep on the plane, but it was actually a brilliant idea, because that's where God placed this on my heart. And I still have the OG of this. And it's so beautiful to just watch it kind of manifest and be here. So, on the airplane, I started writing down, what on earth can I do to work less and have more? what on earth can I do to raise up CEOs, not employee? What on earth do I do and have I done consistently as in habits? Now, again, this is the minimum. This is not the maximum. So feel free to add to this. This isn't like, okay, I did it. Now I'm done with my business for the day. No, sis, this is the minimum that we do. And when life is crazy, like I'm moving, this is what I do. When life happens and this is what all I have, this is what I do. So, Jack, can you make me co-host? Or mute everyone, please. Thanks. Cool. Okay. So sorry, I really get distracted super easily. So basically what this is it is 9 things that you can do without an upline. That's the key, you guys. I want you in that CEO mindset, not I'm an employee of Krista. I'm an employee of Tamara. I'm an employee. No, like you are a CEO. Okay. So, and what I love about this is it's black and it's white. You either did it or you didn't do it, period. There's no, well, yeah, I've kind of been posting throughout the week and like I'm still not getting customers. No, ma'am, you either did it or you didn't do it. Okay. So now I'm a yellow personality and I love you guys, but I also am like, we have to take this company beyond $1 billion. Like, what is it going to take? So what I love about this is it's a simple system. It's a task list. You write your month, you write your goal, and you write your rank. Okay. Now you're going to print 4 of these off because there's 4 weeks or 5 weeks sometimes in a month. And you are going to do this every single day. This is a week. Okay. So show yourself making a product on Instagram and Facebook. Facts tell, stories sell. So here is the problem. A lot of times we show ourselves making product, but we don't state what it is, right? We're just like, here's my Skinny Brew. I love it. It's so great. What is it, you guys? Do you know that it has brain boosting nootropics in it? Do you know that the keto coffee has MCT oil, grass-fed butter, collagen, and pink salt in it? Do you know that the collagen has 5 different types of collagen? Most only have 1. Like, these are facts that people are like, wow, that's why it's better than, you know, a coffee from the grocery store. Okay. So, and then I include a poll option and a swipe, and this is a full circle. Although it's a list, it's a full circle, because if you're missing one of these steps, you're going to miss one of the steps. All right. So it's a tracker. You either did it or you didn't do it. On Sunday through Saturday, you're going to do this. You either did it or didn't do it. So you can say Sunday I did it, Monday I did it, Tuesday I got busy, I forgot, Wednesday I didn't do it, Thursday I did it, Friday I didn't, Saturday I did. It's check mark. Yes or no. Period. The end. It's super simple. Okay. Make a post about your story. This one's my favorite, and I launched my new distributors with this because you have a story. You don't need to be ambassador, presidential, triple diamond, any rank to have a story. You have a story. There's something about you in your past. Why did you choose? What happened in your past? What's happening right now? And where are you going? Past, present, future. That's your story. How many situations in your past, in your present, and in your future? People want to go with people who are going somewhere. So if you're not sharing how you had a baby 3 months ago and thankfully today you have, you know, an income from your home and I can't wait to reach that diamond bonus, that is a story. Where were you? Where are you at? Where are you going? 100 different ways. Okay. And blessings. Wow. I'm so grateful that on a Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I can hang out with like these cool chicks and men, if there's any men out here. But like that, those are past, present, and future. It doesn't always have to be like, I was broke, I made $1 million, and now I'm rich. Like, that's not what this is about. We want to talk about small, simple blessings, past, present, future. You either did it or you didn't do it. Go to Instagram. You're going to sort your latest and earliest. And you guys, there's videos on all of these, but I'm going to briefly describe them, and then you guys can go watch the videos. Again, I want you to go learn it, okay? Now, be flexible with the number, okay? Hear me out. Be flexible with the number. So task number 4 is sort latest and earliest. You're going to like to comment to for 25 people. Okay. You may only get to 5. I want you to win. So if 25 is too much and you're not hitting actually 25, drop it down to 10. I'm okay with that. We can increase. Okay. But it's hard to decrease. So start with something that you're actually going to do and finish. So be flexible with the numbers. Okay. Number 5, learn a product today and share someone's corporate approved results. I will be an absolute brat and tell you guys, if I see you posting non-corporate approved pictures, I will inbox you and I will tell you to take them down. It is a law. It is a non-negotiable. Please only post corporate approved before and after pictures. Okay. And you can find those on Pinterest. You can also find those on your Connect app, and you can also find them on the It Works page. All right. And the better yet, make your own corporate approved pictures. So that way you're not sharing Sarah's results and all of a sudden Sarah becomes Karen, and Karen used hair, skin, and nails to cure her cellulite. Okay. So you're going to learn a product today. Where are you going to learn that? That's on the training video. Everyone has access to the same thing. So again, when I started, I only had eSuite and website. That was it. That's all I had. I didn't have a sponsor to say, hey, this person's breastfeeding. What do you think? I didn't have that, guys. I didn't have, hey, how much caffeine is in the TFX? I went and researched it. I went and Googled it versus taking a shortcut and saying, because chances are if Crystal goes to Jackie and she says, hey, Jackie, what are the ingredients in hair, skin, and nails? And Jackie screenshots it and send it to you. Chances are you didn't read it. You just copied and pasted it out. And then you're going to ask again because somebody gave it to you. They can take it from you. So learn a product today. Now, I don't care even if you're a VIP, there is products you don't know about and you're not passionate about it. So learn a new product, facts tell, story sell, find someone's story, post it, okay? Message 10 people about the customer option. You can use your poll from this morning making your coffee, or you can do a hosted post. You either did it or you didn't do it. Message 20 people about the opportunity. Again, be flexible with the number. I'm not talking 1. I'm not talking 5. Okay, you can message 10 people a day about the opportunity. All right. But be flexible with that number. I want you to actually hit it. Use your likes and comments from your post this morning about you sharing about your past, present, future, and change up the times that you're doing these things. Jack, will you scroll down a little bit? Number 8 is add 25 friends. And again, if you guys are doing host to post, there's no reason why you're not already adding 20 plus friends a day. Okay. But again, there's a video on how to do that. If you're not doing host to post, you either did it or you didn't do it. And you have to expand your market. If I'm going to do this business the rest of my life, the same 4,000 friends or 400 friends that I started with aren't going to take me in the longevity of my business. And I want to expand and learn and find new people in new areas. And the best ones for me, to be honest, are always strangers. They don't have an emotional attachment to you. They're not afraid of letting you down. Like it's great. So expand your market. Okay. Post on stories, Instagram and Facebook about coffee samples with their digital credits. Now this is US, but guess what, Canada? You can do this too. Okay. So before US had their sample program, I was the queen of making cash. So this is the same thing that you can do. You guys have keto coffee, you have collagen, you have reds, you have greens, you have keto energy. I sell those 5 for 25, 1 for 8 or 5 for 25. So that's what you're going to do as Canada. Okay. But if you don't post that you have a pick 5 for 25, people aren't going to know. And I mean, I have girls that sell reds, greens, mix and match, mix and mingle, whatever you want to do, any of the products that are sampleable. And I had one girl who was like, Amber, I need $1,000. And I said, go get it, sis. She was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in one weekend. She made $800 selling samples like that. 5 for 25, mix and match. Okay. Do it. All right. And then you're going to calculate your numbers. So you're going to go down for Sundays. How many Sundays did I hit? How many X's did I take? Oh, I only got 4 Sundays. You know, I hit 6 out of 9 on Sundays. What about Mondays? 7 out of 9, 4 out of 9 on Tuesday, Wednesday. So your key performance indicators, that's what KPI means. You're going to track how many you did through the week. And then you're going to count your loyal customer and your distributor count. Okay. So this is, if I know you're hitting 1s and 5s, you're only hitting 1, Sundays you're only finishing 1, vice versa. You aren't signing customers. I can coach you and look at this and say, okay, we're not messaging people about the customer option. That's where you fell short last month. Let's challenge you to do that this week. Okay. Or you're not signing up distributors. That's because you haven't even shared that there's an opportunity out there. And it's allowing me, instead of doing a broad coaching, I'm narrowing the coaching and I can coach you on yours, because Crystal might be different than Emma, and Emma might be excited about the customer option and Crystal's excited about the distributor option. And so I can coach you on what to do versus just guessing and saying like, go get it done. Like, just do it. Just do it. No, I can zone in and I know exactly what you're doing and you have it. So that's basically it. It's really easy.
Okay. Guys in the chat, it's like, if you're so on board with this, this has been my aha, right? And I'm so glad that you saw this. You guys, when Amber talked to Laurel and I about this the other night, and the biggest thing for me, I hope it's okay if I just add on to this, Amber, but like the biggest thing for me is I feel like, do you guys ever have people on your team, when Amber said this, she's like, you have people on your team that are just, they say they're doing the things and they're not getting the results. And sometimes as a leader, you don't know how to coach them through, because just like she said, it's this generic, like, just do more. But now when you can like be accountable with your new distributors and accountable to yourself, and you guys, if you're leading your team, like be loud about this, like show them that you're doing this. Like, don't just tell your team to do this. This is something that you're going to see me implement. Because when Amber was reading us the stats from people on her team, person A maybe has been in for a couple years and isn't enrolling, and then maybe the first week they did, their checklist and it was like 4 to 7s, and then they didn't sign a customer, but they still went back that second week, even though they didn't sign a customer, and it was like week 3, one of them signed 4, So I think it's just perfect opportunity for one to hold. I mean, you can't lead others unless you're willing to lead yourself, and what a perfect way to do it. But this is going to be such a good way to have that leadership with your team and like show them what to do. And the last thing I want to say is, you guys, if you're going for diamond, there's a lot of you guys that are coming here and you're going diamond. I just hope I hope I have the ability to say this, but do this 3 or 4 times. Okay. Don't do this expect to go diamond. Like, this is the minimum. Like Amber said, if your goal is to go diamond in 90 days, I would literally be doing this like 4 times a day. Totally just hit me in the freaking face. Good. Amber does that. She has that effect on people. She'll just whack you in the face. That was her theme song. Whenever she hits.
Sorry.
Okay. So I feel like I had one more question that was just popping up here. Okay, so it was about new distributor. Is this how you're starting your new DTs in? Are you bringing them in and giving them this right away?
Yeah, so let me close my door real quick. So basically what I do is sorry, some people came over to say bye. So basically I give them, so before I do an interview process, this is my message that I send out. And here's the deal, guys, move quickly through your potentials. If somebody says they're going to sign up on Friday, they ain't signing up on Friday. In your mind, you've got to keep pushing. So So I say, hey girl, I'd love to share more. What do you do for work right now? And how much income are you wanting? Okay. So that's my first question when I reach out to people or they reach out to me about the business opportunity. I want to know what they do for work right now. And I want to know how much income they make. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I want $300. Perfect. I am a nurse and I want to replace my income. Perfect. 2 different options, 2 different coaching ways, kind of, but not really. I'm going to give them the exact same steps. Okay. It's just a way to create value and allow them to think, what do I do for work right now? And how much income am I wanting? All right. And so the next paragraph is I said, so basically what I do is I'm a social media marketer for my own, and own rep for a coffee company and wellness. I just show others via Instagram and Facebook daily how amazing our products are. We follow a task list in about 60 minutes or less a day. That's how long it should take you to finish this. So here's your power hour, period. Like, and you do it when you wake up. You do it 3 or 4 times a day. Okay. So we follow a daily task list that takes about 60 minutes or less. You make commission off your products sold on your personal website. We don't keep inventory, nor do we have monthly requirements. You get bonuses, blah, blah, blah. I absolutely love this. The health that I found, the community of friends, and the income is unreal. Does that sound like something you want to try? If they straight up tell me no, okay, perfect. No problem. Move on, you guys. Like, I can't even stress it to you enough. Move freaking on. Like, period. Okay. One girl, homegirl, handed me today. She gave me all her information, all of it. And then she goes, I just don't think I want to try this right now. I said, okay, no worries. I have to move. Like, I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm not here to like hang up on somebody. Like, no, your timing is just not right now. I want people hungry, starving. Give me the task list, Amber. Like, I'm in, like, let's go. And so if we're begging people to join, we're going to beg them to build. And I don't have time for that. Not where I'm going, not with the vision that I have. So not that I don't love them and I'll trust that the timing is right when they do, but, I just went off on a tangent. Shoot, Josh brought me water and I'm like distracted. What did you ask me?
So for, like if you're sending this is for
yes. Okay. New distributor. Sorry. Yeah. So I tee this up in my interview. I already said I follow a task list. So then when I sign them up, I sign up my distributors myself. A lot of people send them to their website. Either way is fine. I like to sign them up myself. So the first thing I have them do, and I have everything saved in my notes, and I have this first paragraph, Jack can throw it in our team page too. But basically I give them their first post to fill in the blanks and edit. And what it means is like, hey guys, here's my past, here's my present, here's my future. And so you guys need to repost this in a different form 7 days a week. Okay. Or an idea, and it's just an outline. So I give them that, they throw it up, and then I send them immediately. I send them this, and I said, I'm going to tee up the task list. I send them a picture, and I tag them in the file. The reason why I send the picture is most people don't have time to print, but then I'm not trusting that they're only finding the file. So I send them a picture of it. They can save it to their notes. And a lot of girls on my team, they don't have computers. They just use their edit on their phone and they just mark X's on it. No problem, either way. So, or they hand write it out themselves. You guys can write this. You don't need to print this. Like, you can write this out and know if you're doing it or not. So I give them that. And then I have them take the color personality test and the love language test. And by doing that, I know how to coach them as an upline. So this is the upline KPI tracker, where if I was coaching Jackie would have a due date that our KPIs are. Usually mine are Mondays and Wednesdays. But if you're a Ruby, do this with your 3 distributors and see how the results change. Don't expect your upline to manage your team for you. You're building up CEOs. So I write their color personality, their primary and their secondary, their love language, because that's important in coaching. If you guys haven't done that, go take it. It's really fun to kind of see, and it better allows you to better see why people are the way they are, or why they're not feeling fulfilled in a certain way. And then I keep track of them. I'll meet up with Jackie on Mondays at 8, and I'll say, okay, Jack, what was Sundays? 6, Mondays, 5, Tuesdays, 4, Wednesdays, 9, Thursdays, 9, Fridays, 0, Saturday, 9. How many customers, how many distributors? I've got to edit this because I didn't add that on there. But I want to keep track too of their loyal customer account and their distributors account. And then I ask what they're doing for personal development, when's their deadline, and then where's their challenge. So this is a 4-week process, and I can see week 1, maybe they were hitting 1s and 5s and no customers and no distributors. 2 and 4 weeks, hitting 9 out of 9, signing up multiple customers and multiple distributors, just from the power of consistency. So this is what I do. And I walk them through for 4 weeks, and then now they know. Like, I have a girl who literally is a boss. She started 3 weeks ago now, and she's at 12 customers, 2 distributors, and all on her own. Like, and because I coached her on this, she's learning more about the products, which means she's buying more products. She's learning more about the products, which means she's thinking about more people. So she's signing up more customers. And so again, you guys, this is a full circle when I say, like, this is important. And it's a very duplicatable system that anyone can do. So that's how I launched my new distributors.
Is anybody else like so pumped about this list, dude? Whenever Amber, like, in the comments, because I can't see your faces, one, if you're fired up about this, because when Amber showed us and read us the numbers, I was like, you can't even cheat it, dude. Like, numbers are numbers, results are results. And what I have learned in this business is this business thrives on speed and systems, and you have control of that with both of these things. So I really hope that this is something that you guys will implement. I know that this is what, like, I'm telling you, she'll change your business, dude. Like, it's just so crazy. Okay, I had a question just right on my oh yeah, I remember it now. And then I know, guys, unless anybody has like a last minute dire question, I know, Amber, you're wrapping stuff up, and we like are so thankful for your time. But I do have one more question, because I know a lot of people are pushing for promotions. We have a lot of people on our team that are pushing for diamond and above, and I would love for them to hear what it truly takes to promote. Like, there's a lot of people that will say, she just smiles, that's how you know she's about to go in. Her eyebrows go like this and she smiles. But you guys, a lot of people, like, what does it really take? A lot of people will say, I'm pushing for diamond for a year. Not that that's bad, but what's the mindset shift to, like, okay, we're just talking about it, to, like, now we're doing it.
Jack, will you switch the screen off of this so I can see everyone, please? I was like, I think I'm actually a host. I probably could do it myself. You're the best. Okay.
You feel this one.
So there's 2 parts. Okay. Number 1, you actually haven't decided. If you did, it'd be done. Okay. And so when we're not deciding, it means that we're like, it'd be nice if it fell from the ceiling, and I'm working really hard and I think it can happen. That's not going to cut it. The decision has to be done. It is done. You act like it's done. And You have to do it. Okay. Now, let me warn you. Once you decide, expect turbulence. Expect the devil to welcome in his playground. Okay. Expect turbulence. Expect people to literally throw bows at you and make you angry and all life to fall from the sky. Like it will. It has to. It will. I'm telling you. So now when your dog poops on your carpet the day you're promoting, no problem, right? Or when your dog decides that he wants to chew up all your charts and you have to start all over, good luck. Just laugh. Expect it, you guys. Like you literally have to expect it. So, and for me, a lot of it is like I get anxiety and I just freak out. Like I'm pissed off and I'm like, ew, I hate that. Like, why am I like this? This isn't me, but it's because I decided and now I'm expecting the turbulence. So if you're not getting criticized, ridiculed, or pushed back, you're not working hard enough. Okay. So that is the first thing, is you actually have to decide. And then the second part of this is you have to believe that you're worth it. Not your family, not your upline, not your downline. Is Mel worth it? I remember you, sis. I remember you, right? Is she worth it? This is a relationship growth between you and you, right? Between you and the higher power, whatever you believe in, okay? Between you and your source where you can dig deep, right? So when I don't remember what part of my business I was in, but I literally I have Inspire on that shoulder, but I have Believe on this shoulder, because I had to remind myself to believe in myself every single day. Believe that I can have it. Believe that I'm worthy enough. Believe that I have the credentials, even though I've never stepped foot in a college. Believe that I am more equipped, more ready, and more able now than I ever have been ever in my life. But you have to decide. And you can't decide yes and then go looking for no's. Okay? You can't decide, oh yes, I'm going to go diamond, and then look for every obstacle out. That will never work. That is called the definition of insanity, and we don't want that. Okay? So decide, truly decide. Like envision it happening, see it happening. I had a girl 2 months ago. She was 500 short of diamond, and she was like, Amber, like you guys, we worked till the final minute. I mean, like we were knees deep into this promotion, and she was still fell short. And I said, Bri, you got to trust the timing. She was like, I'm just going to go double. And I was like, let's go, sis. Let's go. And you guys, last month, she went organically on the 25th, promoted to diamond, because she trusted in the timing and she knew that it was happening. This month, she's super freaking close to going double. But she's like, I'm going Prez by July. Like I've already decided it. Forget about the little mechanics. I know the big picture, and I'm not stopping till I get the big picture. She decided, and she believes that she's worth it. Are there days where it's hard for me to believe? 100%, 1000%. In fact, 4 days ago, I was like, I'm gonna throw it all in the towel. I'm done. I'm done moving. I'm done with this dream. I'm done with this vision that God placed on me that I'm supposed to travel the freaking world with my 2 kids. I'm over my kids. I want to actually leave and go on a desert resort by myself. I'm over it. And then I have to remember to trust, and trust in the timing that it is well. And we also can't sit back and be like, I'm just going to trust in the timing, and when it happens, it happens. No, sis. Like otherwise you're allowing something else to dictate how quickly you go and what you're worth it. So believe that it can happen, believe that you're worth it, and dig deep into yourself of knowing you are the only one in control of what you see, what you speak, and what you hear. Watch it. It's powerful. And if you guys knew how powerful your mind was, you would never speak a negative thought again.
Dude, this is so good. I'm like so far. Every time you talk, I'm like, wow, this is so good. Like this is giving me, like, my whole body is just like, I know we kind of touched on it, but I just, in case there's anything you want to add on, because I just think this would be so valuable. Caitlin has said we have a bunch pushing for diamond. She has a ton of girls on her team pushing for diamond and above, and they are pushing and they are working. They are just going through just a lot of like really, really, really hard things. And I know we kind of touched on this earlier, but maybe to wrap it up, just how to this specific group pushing for diamond, a lot of hard stuff.
Excuse me. So you guys, I think a lot of things, especially as a yellow personality, I don't want to ask for help. I'm always the helper. And so it's really hard for me to go and ask for help. And your friends and your family want to help you. But if they don't know where you're going, they don't know how to help you. And so the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is claim it. Have you even shared every single day? I'm going for this promotion. I'm going to help 3 people get a Ruby paycheck. I'm going to help 1 person get an Emerald paycheck. Oh my gosh, I have so many people promoting. I'm so excited. Again, you're building your house, but we have to build the house from the foundation up. So who are you helping? Yes, you're getting a bonus. Yes, you need to talk about it, but you also need to talk about who you're helping and what they're getting, okay? And then ask for people to show up for you. People want to go with people who know where they're going. They don't even know that they can be a customer because they don't even know that's an option, because you haven't even said, I'm 60 customers away from promoting and I'm 20 customers away from getting this, because you haven't been loud about it. Because here's what I'm telling you, and if you haven't admitted this, I'm admitting it for you, so you're welcome. You're scared. What if I don't make it? What if for the 16th time I have said I'm going diamond and I've been in the business for 4 years and I still haven't done it? What if I don't hit it again? And so you are in the past. Stop. Like, this is a new month. You have to ask for the help. So be loud about it. Ask for help. Make a tracker. Make your 60 count of customers or however many you need. Break down your volume. Build your foundation from the base up. Okay. Who on those lower levels? Who do you need to be a $400? Who needs to be executive? How many people are going to help Ruby? How many people are going to help Emerald? You're going to get what you want. But I would guess that you're trying to build a house like this. And every time you do from me, oh, what do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? Well, guess what, sis? Your house will crumble every single time if you have no foundation. So think about who you need to help and what do they need. Rally them together. Say, oh my gosh, Chandra, you're 200 volume away. That's 2 freaking skincare packages. 2 skincare packages. That's it. That's all you need. But again, you guys, if you don't know what you need, you don't know what to post about. If you don't know what to post about, you're not going to post at all. And go back to that full circle. Once you find your numbers of what you need to promote, then you're going to know what products to push. Then you're going to know what message to respond to. And you're going to know exactly how many you need. Get a count, get a thermometer, make a little, checklist thing that can kind of go up. But this diamond is easy. It's the decision that's hard. And the decision of failing is what is holding you back from going diamond or above, period. Is a lot of times too, we think that we have to do it ourselves. You don't. I mean, I went diamond pretty much on my own, signed up all 24 distributors. My paycheck goes real high. So the more you enroll, the higher your paycheck's going to be. But I'm telling you guys, a lot of it is the scarcity mindset that we grew up with. And you have to retrain your brain.
Dang, this was so good. This was so good, dude. Thank you so much for coming on this. Like, just reading our chat.
You make me feel so good, you guys. Like, I'm showing up as like an 8+ right now.
Nah, you're a solid 9. You're a solid 9. You're a solid 9 for sure.
If I had eyelashes on, I'd be a 10.
Samesies. Wouldn't we all? Just joking. No, let's never make those lash jokes again because I don't think they're coming back for a bit. Okay?
They're sensitive.
Don't make my eyes tear up. They haven't had this real tears with no lash contact for a while. Anyways, Amber, thank you so much for coming on. I know you're in the road tomorrow and you could have done a million other things except do this, but I would.
No, I love it.
I would have threatened you if you didn't. So that's how it works.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. I love you, dude. I hope you guys have been so filled up tonight. And please follow, like, go to her YouTube. Like, Amber is like, she's a gift, dude. Yeah. She has a gift, and I know you know that, but we're just really thankful for you so much.
I'm excited to see your guys' promotion. As you guys do promote, please do not forget, like, I'm a yellow. I love to, like, give you a high five and know where you're going. And I don't see everything, but just know that I'm here for you guys and I am cheering you on. And Canada is about to blow up and I cannot wait. And are you going to be a part of that? How much of a part of that are you going to be? And you can. And I truly love what I do, you guys. This business has changed my entire life, from the blessings to the person that I get to become. And I'm truly grateful for the opportunity, Jack. Thank you. I love you guys.
We love you too. All right. Safe travel.